Oh yeah, look at that.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anything in my teeth?
You're good. Me? Nothing too
Right in the
strong.
middle, actually. I have a piece of broccoli. Okay.
I'll get that mid video.
Like the other night when I um, went to brush my teeth, I had arugula like all through here after, and I'm hoping I took a drink and it did that, and I tried to go back and see, but it. Oh my god! Oh, we got 6 people on here. Hi there, guys. Hello. It is 7 o'clock. Happy Friday. We're psyched you guys are spending your Friday with us. Um, I'm Rebecca-Abraxas. This is Matt Abraxas, and we wanted to come here with you, as you, whatever. What am I trying to say? We're kind of beat from the week. Um, we really wanted to share with you some things that are coming up. It's a really an important astrology update, and we want to sit with the information. We want to sit with the intense energy that's coming through this astrology update and be mindful of it all. And start us off for the next few weeks with this sound activation so that we can really remember the space of our peacefulness, our peaceful nature, our wholeness, our loving state, while these intense times are coming up. So we're just going to wait a few minutes. We'll probably get started with the update in about 5 minutes. But until then, just to let you know, we are happy to do this. We're doing this for love offerings or donations. So you can, if you haven't done that yet, you can do that on Eventbrite, or you can do that on Venmo, Rebecca/Abraxas. Um, so any donation is just fine. We appreciate it. We appreciate it a lot. And yeah, so we are tuning in from Colorado. It's currently 9 degrees here, and it's cold. Let us know where you are. Are you being affected by the Arctic blast? Um, yeah, I'm just gonna share this with a few people, guys. So let's light up the chat here. Let us know where you're from, where you're tuning in from, what questions you have astrologically, or about maybe the tense energy that you've been feeling, any ascension symptoms that you've been feeling. Let us know about this stuff because we are here to be of service. I'm just gonna press. I'm gonna share it with a few peeps here. Find some people that are online.
You do that. I just want to add too, as
Yes.
far as if there are questions about astrology, we're not getting into real personal things unless it relates directly to the transit that I want to talk about. So, I mean, you're welcome to ask any question, but I'm going to try to keep the conversation about this transit happening in Aquarius this week. And it affects all of us, but if you're having, like your, I don't know, if it could going through a Saturn return or whatever, something that is also very significant, but it just doesn't have to do with what really the topic of this conversation. So
Yeah, let's keep it generalized into the past few weeks and the few weeks that are coming, and the intensity we might have been feeling. One from the solar storms, and then what Matt's going to be talking about.
and I am very curious, anybody, if you know what if you have placements in Aquarius, where Aquarius sits in your chart. Um, if you're not sure, if you at least know your rising sign, I can help you understand where Aquarius is affecting you personally. But most importantly, just want to discuss it on a more general level and a rough idea of how it's affecting us personally.
Yeah, yeah. Hello, Diamond. Thanks for tuning in. Can I be at your service today, Queen Rebecca? Hello, Simon. We're just here to be of service to you. We are being of service today with an important astrology update and a sound activation. So help us stay grounded and in our center with peace. So we'll get started. I'm just going to start with a little intention, and then we're going to get Matt right into it.
Yeah,
Hello, Angela.
Angela, we'll totally get right into that in just a second.
Okay, awesome, awesome, Angela. Thanks for being here. All right, guys, we're so glad you're here. We're just we're being of service tonight for the highest good. Matt felt called to do this Friday night, this update, and we're just asking for support with clarity and ease and grace as we give you this information and as we sit with the wholeness and love and peace that we are to offer you this sound activation as well, to remind you of the possibilities that we have when the astrology gives us energy to work with, right? It's energy, doesn't have to be right, wrong, good, or bad. It's just energy for possibilities. So let's use it for the highest good. All right, for that, let's hand it over to Matt.
Okay. So what this transit is, and someone's an Aquarius rising. Okay. And Angela, you're already on it. It is the Pluto Mars conjunction in Aquarius. It happens not too often, every couple of years, and it's a time of potentially a lot of aggression, a lot of challenges coming up. And then just right now, as we have some Neptune is moving into Aries in a couple days. Next month, Saturn will move into Aries. Next month, the new moon kicks off the Chinese New Year, the Fire Horse. We're in a year one. There's just a lot of impulsive drive, a lot of active energy, and great energy. It can be very exciting, but it's also potential for a lot of big challenges. And it's a thing that I just want to help understand a little bit more. So let's first just look at this is in Aquarius, and so one of you is an Aquarius rising. You'll be more familiar with this. We probably all know an Aquarius of some sort. Aquarius people can often be people who are more out of the box, more do things in their own very unique way. I think of Aquarius as like the most neurofancy of all the zodiac signs. Aquarius is a fixed sign. So we have various fixed signs and mutable signs and cardinal signs. So as a fixed sign, it is a sign that on one hand, it can be grounded. On the sort of shadow side of it, it can be stubborn. It's an air sign. So that's very mental, it's intellectual. Um, on a more positive way, that can be innovative and brilliant. And another way, it can be too trapped in the head. So, and I think it's important to always think about in looking at astrology and looking at everything in general is to consider what is the positive aspect of it, what's the shadow side of it. And that's really crucial to looking at this particular transit. Um, so at 3 degrees in Aquarius, beginning late night on the 26th, depending on where you are in the world, around the 27th, 26th, Mars and Pluto conjunct. They get right to the exact same degree. So now when we think of what happens when planets become conjunct, they fuse together their energies, they influence each other in the most strongest way possible. Mars is a sign of can be aggression, can be intensity, it can also be courage, it can be what you fight for, it can be your passions. Pluto is a sign of it can be power dynamics, it can be uncovering the truth and driving toward what is underneath the surface at all costs. And we all have these energies within us in each of our natal charts. They can be very beneficial. When these two energies come together, they fuse. So what is like a harsh, strong drive to want to unearth the truth, and what is a power dynamic of one's personal aggression, and everyone feeling that, and all of that in Aquarius. And a sign of Aquarius is also a sign of community, of it can be the like altruistic, wanting to help the world, but also wanted to help the world from a somewhat removed uh, way of interacting, being less touched by the world, but also seeing what the world needs. That's very Aquarius. Aquarius is can be great innovation, can be technology. Social media is, since the rise of social media, astrologers realize like this is like it's at home. All of social media and the interactions of the social media is at home in Aquarius. So having Pluto and Mars together, um, it happens for one day, but that energy, what they call the orb of influence, which means the sort of like aura, of two beings coming together, and as it fuses. So that's been happening. It's starting to happen already. It'll continue to happen for a while, but around the 26th, 27th can very likely be some much more intense things happening. Aquarius is also the sign of rebellion. So having Mars and Pluto both mixed together and fusing both of their energies, there's a strong potential for some big communal rebellions. Something, for once, things coming to light that can benefit the community. It can also things that can be rebellion again, possible for the community. So
So when we feel that intense energy on the 27th, and the impulsivity starts coming up, how do we, what would you suggest we do to navigate the possibility of highest good rather than rebellion for like just impulsivity's sake and just like I'm just done kind of thing?
yeah, I think the thing
How do we have the intention of good for that?
is to remember there's these two sides of everything happening at once. So far, everything I'm talking about is really just like what we're going to be witnessing in the world stage. Now, personally, this, depending on where you have Aquarius in your chart, this can create some drive for coming to terms with something in your life. The Plutonian desire for realizing what's true, um, and the Mars impulse and drive to make it happen. So
That's a good thing.
as it can be a very good thing, yeah. And so I think the thing is how to recognize the whatever's going on in the world, things that may come up that it 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 might be it might be discouraging. Some things may come up that are very encouraging. Sometimes, like we have some files that need to be brought to light. Maybe that will finally happen. But there are, for the most part, I just the importance here is like what you're saying is like the how to be able to navigate it, how to be able to see then the to work against the shadow of how these energies are influencing your own life.
Is it
And
kind of like that joke when it says like, "Oh, this happened," and then the farmer says, you know, that's he's like, "Oh, well, let's see what happens." Instead, he doesn't go, "Oh, that's so awful," or "Oh, that's so bad." Instead, he says, "Huh, Let's see what happens. And so this, what I'm getting from what you're saying is, on the world stage, something that looks awful could happen in the next few days. That looks very off, rebellion, it looks like hopeless, or it looks exciting or whatever. But let's have the attitude of, hmm, this is interesting. Let's see where this goes. Interesting. Let's see where this goes. Instead of like getting into a fear state, right? So let's just drop the fear state and just say, interesting. Let's see what's going to unfold, because so much is going to unfold with the energy of that fire horse this year. And let's keep getting curious. That's all. I think
Mhm.
that might be a good way to
So,
look on the.
and then thinking too of these influences for you personally. So we're all having this, wherever you have Mars and Pluto and Aquarius in your own charts, we're all having these energies lining up for us. Mars, on a more positive note, is courage. It's the warrior of fighting for what you believe in, and we will feel. You have the potential to feel a a, a drive to see the truth, which is now Pluto. See the best way of looking at something, and what's the way that it benefits the world. This is Aquarius again. So yeah, so the only thing I could think about with this is knowing that there is a tension that is rising, there is a impulse to want to see the truth, and it can also be very mental and it can be very heady, um, and to go ahead and just use that for I want to use that for my own benefit. I want to be very clear about where I direct my attention. I think that's one of the most important things here too, is because what you focus on expands, and our focus this next week is going to be much more heightened. It's going to be powerful. It can feel much more mental, and that can be great. Just, I think it's important that to remember, it's important that we have control of our focus. It doesn't have to fly away and lead us. So if we have that capacity to direct that focus, to direct the Mars and the Pluto energies. And I hope I'm explaining those well enough that makes sense. Like what they're going to be doing for all of us, that Mars and Pluto, that it's going to be
Angela says, drive to uncover the truth.
drive to uncover the truth. And this may be, it doesn't have to be everything. What I'm talking about first world stage stuff is because that's the what they call mundane astrology. It's what's affecting everything at once. And that's when you do see things. That so for example, some of the times that these sort of things have happened, there have typically was a lot of political unrest and stuff when Pluto and Mars join up. You can see various things that can be, if one thing, just very exciting to see or dramatic, depends on how removed you are from it. But if anything, you're going to be witnessing some stuff, or you might just be witnessing stuff like in your own world. Like it's a day to be careful. It's a day to be, especially a few days, to be careful of when driving, when just handling things in general. Be careful of accidents. These are like, there's first, like just political stuff, rebellion, all these sort of things. There's also just in your day to day, like what can potentially happen. Car accidents, things like that might be more possible.
Just think of people like, here we are trying to be aware of the energies that are coming up. We're trying to be aware of the reactivities so that we can stay more centered. But a lot of people out there on the roads aren't, like road rage. They're going to be swept away by the energy. And I guess that's what I feel like the reason for this live here is, like, let's not be swept away. Let's use this with discernment and focus, and use this fire seat for unveiling the truth, for a little bit of momentum. So like just use it with awareness. for awareness.
And utilize this drive, as Angela, you're saying, you're going to feel a drive to uncover truth. This may be drive to uncover something for yourself, to really uh, come to terms with something that maybe you've been avoiding, or a direction in your life.
Hey, interesting question here. What is the significance of the rising sign? So I was curious, if someone has an Aquarius rising, is this going to make it that much more potent for them?
Yeah. So anybody who has fixed signs, so Aquarius, Leo, and Scorpio, and Virgo. Is that right? I want to make sure I'm right on that. Sometimes that would be Aquarius. Sorry, I just don't want to. No, Taurus. Sorry, Taurus and Scorpio. Um, if you are an Aquarius rising, this is happening in your first house. So you may have nothing else in Aquarius other than that you're a rising sign. But that's part of where you step into the world. It's a big part of your identity. We for the last like 100 years or so, we've made the sun signs seem to be like our most known signs. But for several thousand years prior, it was always the rising sign is that you most knew about. Your sun sign is just something that might either be an effect of your ego, or it's an effect of your motivation in life, of where you're kind of like driving toward. But the rising sign is very crucial. It's a lot of who you are, of how you interact with the world. So if this is happening for you in Aquarius, you'll certainly be feeling this. If you have any other placements in Aquarius, our sun has a lot of Aquarius energies, and this isn't happening directly on any of his placements, but it's coming close to his sun sign.
On his birthday, actually.
On his birthday, yeah. If you have Scorpio or Taurus, this will be happening as a square to those signs. So if you have major Scorpio or Taurus placements, you'll certainly be feeling this, especially in the early degrees, between that 0 to 5-6 degrees or so. You're going to be feeling this in more conflict with you. And anytime Mars plays out a square, Pluto moves very, very slowly. It takes 20 years to run through a sign. So when it's affecting something, it's doing it gradually, and you're going through, it takes like a few years to kind of navigate the feelings, the different things that come up. It can be really great.
So that inner conflict you're talking about with those signs, how should someone address that inner conflict? Is it more like roomy, invite it in, just be with it, sit with it, or is it like what's?
Yeah. So when Mars is at play within an inner conflict, that's drive. That can be aggression. That's your inner warrior. So again, it just depends on your rising sign and where your moon sign is, how you process emotions. But in general, you say it's some kind of physical activity. It might be really, really important. And that may be, we're both Aries moons. So we really will need to be moving our bodies. It's pretty important to be. This is happening in Aquarius. Again, it's very mental, but it's also important then to think like, no matter what, we're all feeling it. But if you have major placements in Taurus or Scorpio, that creates a tense square.
A tense square. Okay, so what if someone had an Aquarius moon? Not moon. Yeah, moon.
Well, if you have an Aquarius moon, and again, if it's like an early degree moon, and this is happening over, that's happening over places where you, how you process your emotions. Yeah, Mars coming over your moon is a time of it can be potential conflicts quite a bit. Our son's girlfriend just had that, and I just realized it the other day, and I called up my son. I was like, "Hey, how's your girlfriend been this last week?" He's like, why? I'm like, just curious. Any irritability or anything? He's like, yeah, quite a bit. And he's like, after we talked about it, he's like, can you please tell me this a week in advance rather than after?
So now we're telling you a few days in advance, like if
Yeah.
this there's going to be some tension. And so in knowing that, some things that we can do is just like resource ourselves better, make sure we're getting sleep. I know, Sam, you have that Aquarius moon, and with two little ones, and sleep might not be the thing. But if you can get some extra support, so you can take a bath or you can do a yoga class, just to get extra support that you so you can stay centered in this conflict, because the conflict is going to be there, but conflict with being resourced is kind of like being a witness. And I talk about that a lot on my lives, is really growing the witness part of yourself so you can have a little outside perspective of yourself looking on in. And with that outside self looking in to witness the conflict, you have that broader perspective and not that immediate reactivity.
And I'm going to answer this one real quick.
Okay.
Angela, you're asking about how this conjunction affect it if it's conjunct the natal sun in Capricorn or Aquarius. Well, Capricorn will be, it's a little more removed. It's one sign over. So it's that will be anytime there's what's called a semi-sextile, which is something happening in one sign and then just the very next sign over. It can still affect things. You'll feel stuff, but it's kind of a weird removed sort of feeling. It's kind of a sort of like I think of it like a nagging, slight nagging thing. But whereas if it's right on conjunction, you feel it much strongly. If it's a square, you feel a tension. You feel like everything's at odds. And then there's a few other aspects that could be more positive. But the semi-sextile, so if his sun in Capricorn will be feeling this less so. Now, again, depends on where your some other placements are, what you have in Aquarius, whoever that has the sun in Capricorn, where the Mars is, where the Pluto is. In any case, I say there's all these variables because I mean, there's so many possible ways this will still affect everybody. And I just say, in general, we're all going to be feeling this. Now, if it happens like really close to your sun, like our actual sun who has an Aquarius sun, saying sun too much, luminary sun in Aquarius, rising Mars and Venus in Aquarius. Ooh, okay. Um, so if you know those are the early degrees, that would be interesting to know. Any placement that this is happening close to, especially if it's a Mars, anytime you have a Mars return, Mars returns can be, I mean, I have a lot of Aries, I'm Aries rising, so Mars is a very strong sign for me. It's a strong planet for me. I mean, but Mars, if this is coming over your Mars or if it's affecting your Mars sign, then your Mars is 27 degrees. That's pretty much, that's much further away.
Because
Yeah,
the early,
the rising 12
the
degrees.
rising, yeah.
You won't be feeling this. You're going to be feeling it the way we'll all be feeling it, and you'll be feeling it a little bit more because it is all happening in your rising sign where you have Venus and Mars there. But it's not landing like right over your placement. So in that case, you're going to be fine. Now, give yourself a few weeks. Pluto is going to stay in those early degrees. Mars will be going back over your Mars, and that could be an interesting time. It could be a time of feeling a lot of vigor and excitement, a lot of drive. A Mars return can be great. So if anyone's having Mars return right over, I mean, with Mars and Pluto right over their Mars, this moment can be challenging. But I think, Angela, you'll be feeling this like we're all feeling this, and but it won't be affecting your own Mars too much.
So Sam here with the Aquarius
Moon.
moon is starting to have some family stuff, like no contact people being just a lot of toxic family members seeming to kind of surfacing right now.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean, that could be. I wonder how early degree,
Do you
Sam, if you
know?
know how
Yeah.
which degree your moon is, because Pluto going through, Pluto's going to be in Aquarius for quite a while, and depending on where it's hitting over your moon, that it's Pluto running through any place is creating change. It's creating power dynamics. It is unearthing things. It is can be bringing things to light that can be meaning for you personally, like um, showing you something that you need to know. It might be showing others things about you. It can be, but generally, I think what it is it's going to be helping you see more clearly.
Where will Mars be?
Mars will be at 3 degrees over Pluto, which is at 3 degrees right now.
Okay, so 3 degrees.
Yeah. So they both hit at 3 degrees, and Mars is just entered Aquarius right now. And it moves. Yeah, it'll be out of the influence of Pluto by next week, but we'll still be feeling this for a while.
So let's just before you go on, I let's just feel this energetically, right? So if you name that again, I want you to just as an energetic exercise, I want you to feel the energy right outside your body. Okay. Take a deep breath and just expand your awareness and knowing out just outside your body. And when Matt tells us this alignment again about like Mars, Pluto, and the degrees, I want you to feel the sensation of that energy. I want you to feel the ease, the power. I want you to feel if there's conflict there for you. I want you to get like a preview, almost like the trailer, like every movie has a trailer. Let's get the energetic trailer of what this energy is specifically for us. So you can specifically tune in to the preview of the energy, okay? So soften your gaze, tune into the energy just right around you, and then Matt, let us know about the exact degree and the alignment that would cause conflict. And we're just going to tune in.
Okay. So again, it's Mars and Pluto at 3 degrees, meeting up in Aquarius, which is, if I can give it an analogy, it's like lighting a match in a room where the gas has been leaking. Pluto is bringing things to light in ways that may be uncomfortable, and Mars is wanting to drive some fast action and ferocity in there. And within Aquarius, this happens in ways that may be our our own mental innovation, but also community in general. And uh, there is potential for big conflicts, challenges. There's also potential for feeling some much stronger drive and a fight for what you know is true and how you want to relate to your own community, to the world around you.
So just tune in to how that feels in your field. For me, I feel like excitement. I feel total like tingles and excitement. So we're all going to feel it differently because we all have a different experience with our charts and how this is affecting us. But when I really felt it in my field, it was exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense now, you knowing my chart?
Totally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it didn't feel like negative conflict, didn't feel like I'm going to have to like really hold my guard. It felt like really exciting.
Yeah.
What did you guys feel? Let me know. We've got a lot of comments over here. Um, he says that was a lovely way to explain it.
Mm.
I feel my mom's anxiety. Okay. Ah, I feel your mom's anxiety. Okay.
Mm.
Um, what else? Good evening. Hello, desert flower. I felt tight at first. Okay. And then how did it unfold, Brittany? Tight at first. You felt
Mm.
your mom's anxiety. Okay.
Angela writes here.
Feels calm, heavy, and grabby, throwing concrete boxes
Mm.
off my chest. Interesting.
Wow.
Interesting. I love the clarity you got.
Yeah.
So, whatever you felt in your field energetically, you have a little preview, a trailer of that. It's like going to the movies, and like I like to see the trailer because I like to know what I'm getting myself into. So, you have a trailer of the energy now, and now you know how to support yourself through it. You might have to be around friends, you might have to seclude, you might need to go to yoga every day for the next week, you might have to do sound and just do a crystal bowl every day, 3 times a day. Like, so now you have a preview. Now you start making some ideas about how to support yourself through it.
Mm.
Um, Aries rising. Oh, we've got, I feel grounded but determined. Awesome.
Yeah.
Aries rising.
Yeah, me
Okay.
too. So yeah, I'm an Aries rising
Me too.
also. No, you're
Oh,
a Libra rising.
oh, sorry.
You're an Aries moon.
I'm an Aries moon. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Yeah. No, so for us Aries risings, this is happening in our 10th house of, or no, 11th house, sorry, of where we really feel our broader goals in life, um, and how we relate to the community in general. So, yeah, we definitely, it can more, you can probably feel a much stronger drive to get very true with where you're headed in life. Uh, and then but Libra risings, you feel this more in your sense of creativity. This affects how you relate to your children.
Is that why I
And
feel excited, you think?
you can, yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
okay.
It may churn up more creative ideas, and it, yeah, having it in the 5th house can be really nice.
Okay.
So
Cool. Diamond, if you circled back around, we did answer your question about the Aquarius rising. So if you missed that, definitely listen to the recording. Um, okay, guys, is there anything else that you want to talk about?
yeah, I mean, it's probably best to leave it here. It's just that it is related in a way to the other things that are happening. Neptune is moving into Aries in just a couple days, and when a planet moves signs, Mars just moved into Aquarius. It's sometimes people talk about it like that day is going to be the day you feel it all, but some of these, Neptune takes a long time. It could be 14 years in a sign. So, and Pluto 20 years in a sign. It isn't like an immediate feeling, I don't think. And but there is a transitional moment that is pulling the energies from its previous sign into the new one. And I think it's something that's interesting to think about in relation to all of this Aquarius uh, tumult that we have, as Neptune is also making this change. It's changing from Pisces to Aries. The whole zodiac is set up as like an evolution of a soul in a way, starting with Aries as the immediate impulse, the immediate stepping into life. And as it moves through, there's a very almost like a logical sequence of how it moves through until it finally comes to Pisces, which is the considered like the ending of life, but it's also a time of the dreams, the time of most going within and into the imagination. It's the most ethereal. It's when I think of it as like the path of a full life, while Aries is stepping into your body as a baby and just excited and impulsive and ready to try everything. Pisces is most like withdrawn, and it's almost an out of body experience. So when a planet like Neptune, which rules Pisces, which is the planet of imagination, of maybe sometimes creating a fog over reality, of dissolving the boundaries of everything. And it is moving from Pisces, where it rules and it's just fine there, into Aries. It's like it's going through a moment of learning from what did it take from all of that time of out of body experience, heightened dreams, heightened spirituality, and bringing all of Neptune's imaginative creativity into the drive and impulse of Aries. It's an exciting time. Some people talk about it some people talk about it in kind of derogatory or detrimental ways. Doom, bring some doom to it. Only because Aries is also associated with so much conflict. But Aries, and yes, when Neptune was last in Aries, that was the American Civil War. Prior to that, it was American Revolutionary War, or no, the last time it was World War II, and then before that, Civil War. Before that, so there's definitely been some big conflicts when Aries and Neptune moves into Aries. But also, it is a time of, it can be spiritual idealism and a lot of creativity, a lot of drive for creativity. So this is all happening at the same time as we're having this major, I don't want to say trauma. I mean, can be Pluto can be the planet of trauma, with Mars bringing a lot of action in Aquarius. It can be a lot of tumult, a lot of craziness.
And I just want to interject with that because Sam brought up a comment. It says, so watch out for angry people and try not to get hurt. Yes, and that's funny, right? LOL, laugh out loud. But whenever this is set up like this, we want to get out of victim consciousness, and we want to get into beingness consciousness and say, life is happening to me, for me, as me. So if angry people are in front of me, it's an opportunity to do some very deep healing. And in what healing means is we're remembering. We're going to go deeper in to remember where we truly are connected in love. We are one love consciousness. And we've built up these relationships globally and personally that reflect some fear and anger, and we got to watch out for those angry people. If we are watching out for angry people, it's because our microcosm's creating the macrocosm on some broad level. So yes, watch out for them, but also it's a huge opportunity to get your journal out, get with someone that does mentoring or Reiki or something to help. Like if you're feeling the trigger and the angry people are coming your way, resource yourself, find some support, and it is a huge opportunity to heal that subconscious that's directing the anger here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as a collective consciousness, if this whole Mars and Pluto thing is coming up and bringing anger, it's because we have anger to heal, and we can heal it. And if we use this opportunity to heal and go deeper in with our spiritual and psychological practices, it's really an amazing opportunity. There's a lot of possibility there.
Yeah.
Would you say?
Yeah. So again, coming back to that, the Mars and Pluto energies on the more positive side of Mars. Mars is courage. It's a warrior for, fighting for what you believe, and Pluto is unearthing things and wanting to drive at the truth. So you could be feeling and witnessing people's shadow sides of that, where they are unconscious and unaware of how to navigate as we deal with this anyways, regardless of transits that are going on. You always have to deal with people that are like that. But if we're stepping every time stepping out of your door, every moment, from the moment of waking, to think again of how does this transit give you fuel to see the world in a more positive light, or how to navigate the possible challenges. And I'm feeling like, what does the shirt say again?
Overcome the devils
Devils.
with a thing called love.
Yeah.
Overcome the devils with a thing called love.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. I remember it said something that was like, I was like, I think the shirt is actually saying something that's going to be
And that's
helpful with it.
exactly this opportunity to do that. Whenever our shadows are coming up and meeting other people's shadows. And it's just, I mean, I have something going on right now with just someone we hired and stuff. And it's just this uncomfortable kind of thing. And I'm noticing I'm just frustrated by it and I'm agitated by it. And I'm like, hey, you know, someone who doesn't have this shadow would just be like, like my husband's just dealing with it. Oh, just
There's plenty of other things that rile me like crazy. I look at the politics and stuff and I just want to, arm up and go to war. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's also. And then she also reminds me, can we look at this in a different way? Yeah.
But yeah, so like whatever's in our lives that just gets us, it's an opportunity to bring a loving perspective to it and heal. It's not there to bypass it. The shadow, it's acknowledge the shadow. And so we have an opportunity coming up.
Yeah. And again, just coming back to that, this is happening in Aquarius. This is Pluto has made its change into Aquarius, which has a lot of people excited, thinking like this is going to be a time, this next, this 20 years, a time of transforming the power structures. Pluto's been in Capricorn. During that time, Pluto in Capricorn think of like the sort of the shows that became so popular, watching people's lives. That's very Pluto in Capricorn. It's watching other people, like Keeping Up with the Kardashians or something like that. That's very much like watching other people be successful and not embracing it for ourselves. And Pluto moving into Aquarius is like, let's bring it back to the community. Let's make the community more strong. As it was making that change, again, it doesn't happen the second it makes that click into another sign, you suddenly feel everything. Prior to that, we started having the rise of TikTok and having social media that is really distributing the power back to the collective, back to people. And I think we're just going to have more and more of that. Pluto creates a lot of, again, it's power dynamics. So it flips constantly, it moves around. It will at times seem like it's all going out to AI and out of our control, but it's going to keep bringing back the power to community. And I think that is something I just want to remember that as Mars goes over Pluto and there's potential for conflicts of the world stage and for individually, it is also a drive to remember the value of what community means to all of us.
So. Yeah, beautiful. Wonderfully said. So we're going to transition now into just really getting ourselves ready for this next few weeks. We're going to do a sound activation. I'm going to start it off with a song, and then we're going to go into a sound activation with my crystal bowl and my drum and my voice. So if you want to stick around for that, to just really land yourself in one love consciousness and resource yourself for what's to come. I'm going to go get my guitar. We're offering this for donation. So if you want to offer a love offering, you can send that to our Venmo. That's Rebecca/Abraxas.
Slash or dash?
Dash. Yeah, dash. Sorry. So if you want to
sure. Say that. All right, and I will be here, but I'm going to lay down and receive the sound activation. Okay.
All right, so we're going to start off with this song, One Love. One Love consciousness is where we want to really strive to be, which is our natural state of being. This is a song called "Show Me the Way of Love," and after the song, we will gradually head into the F crystal bowl, which is for our heart center. Okay, so here we go. Show me the way. Just show me the way of love. Show me the way. When I wake up tired and weary, feeling triggered and teary, bless my heart, bless my soul, bless the roads that I walk. Show me the way. Ooh, show me the way. Oh, just show me the way of love. Show me the way. Where there's peace in my heart, and I know we're not separate or apart. Show me the way. When my mood gets the best of me, light me up, set me free. When I'm walking in fear, let me know relief is near. Show me the way. Ooh, show me the way. Won't you show me the way of love? Show me the way. Where there's peace in my heart, and I know we're not separate or apart. Show me the way. 'Cause I don't wanna walk another day without peace and love in my heart. Oh, show me the way. Show me the way of love. Show me the way. Remember now, you are whole, you are love, you are peace, and under this story of our human adventure, we are one love. Let us go back into the laboratory of life, bringing this truth forward. We are one love. As the energies tensify, get more intense, we have an opportunity. It's exciting. to see through one love's alignment. We know our patterns. They may show up. They're patterns of shadow, trigger. Let's not feel down in ourselves for those shadows and triggers showing up. Let's have excitement that they're there to unravel, to heal, to forgive. In the next few weeks, as these opportunities arise, where the tensions are high, the opportunity arises to face some of our shadows, some of our fears, I invite you to use the Ho'oponopono prayer. And what that is it's the simple prayer that says, I'm sorry, forgive me, I love you, thank you. And what this prayer does is saying that we're sorry for the energy that we put in to the collective that had any part in creating whatever that is, right? So if you have family members that are toxic and challenging for you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. And what you're doing is you're resolving the part that you played in that co-creation, and you're dissolving that part. So you're welcome, Angela. So whenever there is a little conflict, a little shadow trigger, just say the Ho'oponopono prayer. Say it 5 times to yourself. Okay, so that will be a practice that we can take into the next few weeks. And if you have any questions for me, metaphysical questions, not astrology questions, if you have any metaphysical questions for me or sound questions for me, how you can support yourself through this, fire away. Hi, Sandra. Welcome. I just prayed that yesterday. I was so sick. I'm sorry you were sick. I'm glad you used that prayer. Yeah. All right. So the Q&A is opened. Put that back there. And love offerings can be given at my Venmo, which is over on in my bio. Or it's still open on Eventbrite as well. All right. Any questions? Any questions about you have a shadow or a trigger and you're nervous that it's going to come up in this Mars-Pluto time or this new Neptune thing that's happening? Like I said, this Neptune thing that's happening.
Pluto Mars thing.
Pluto Mars thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if there's no questions about how to handle some of the triggers or shadows that are going to come up, just remember the frequency that you feel after that sound activation, right? Or remember how you feel after that Ho'oponopono prayer. It brings you right back to your center of truth. And what if we responded from the center of truth, right? I'm going to end with a little prayer treatment. I can find one. That's the one I want. If there's any, to say an, an acquaintance aggression one has been, whoops, what was retracted? I was reading it.
Yeah.
Angela, if you want to put that back, I can address it. I'd be happy to. Okay, we're quiet over here. Okay. There it is. Okay. Angela, feel free if you wanted to reword it, or be happy to read your comment or question. So, some of the manuals from my metaphysical minister training, I like to read some of the prayer treatments. So that's what we're going to end with here. It says, sorry, aggressive person has been in my space giving me neck pain. She wants so much from me. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, I'm going to say it out loud just so the other people over on this platform can hear. Someone's saying that an aggressive person has been in my space giving me neck pain. She wants so much from me. So in your space, energetic space, or has she been physically there? And either way, I would definitely use the Ho'oponopono prayer on that, right? And energetic, okay. Well, one, let's just create those energetic boundaries. You can really, like, return to sender. Like, that's one of the tools that I've used from my access consciousness work, is that if someone's like in your field and like just decord from them, you don't know. It's okay if you don't know her.
Love her.
Wait, I don't love her, but I don't love her.
Or maybe know her.
Know her, Jenna. You don't love her. Okay. So either way, this person's in your energetic field, and what?
The Ho'opono. I'm saying it wrong, but
oh yeah. The yeah. So the Ho'oponopono prayer can be used metaphysically. Think of metaphysical love, not human love. So when you're saying thank you, I love you, or I love you, thank you, you are bringing your one love consciousness to that person. You're not saying I love your behavior. I don't love the pains in the neck that you're giving me. You're saying, I love you because we're going to connect now from a deeper well of one love consciousness. So it's not human love. So notice when you do say, I love you, thank you, your heart closes, and then that's yours to work with. Because if a human behavior is closing our heart, that means there is a healing to be done. That means there's some past experience that's hanging out in the subconscious that hasn't been seen, heard, and processed yet. And you know all about how to handle that. I know you do. But the I love you part is helping us to get into the field of one love consciousness. Yeah. Just bring it to, like Course in Miracles says, forgiveness will set us free. But what forgiveness is seeing ourselves and the person we're in conflict with as love, right? That's what the Course in Miracles definition of forgiveness is. And that will give us the most freedom the quickest. And so just keep saying it, okay? And knowing that I'm not loving your behaviors and your choices, but I love beyond the veil the one love consciousness we share. Okay. The other thing you can do energetically, guys, if someone energetically is in your field or sending you daggers, one, you want to clear that field, and all you need to do is just just ask for a shower of love from the Holy Spirit. and just return it to sender. Return it to sender. And on some level, are you corded to that person or situation? And this is what I do, and it works all the time. You take your fingers like you're like scissors, and you literally say, I am decording from this situation. And you see your energy come back to you and the cord going back to them. So definitely try decording, okay? And expanding your energy out and returning hers back with consciousness, giving a service to hers with consciousness. Okay, so that's how I would work with that. And Angela, I hope that's helpful. And we can do it right now. Let's just tune in. And so just tune into your field. Okay. Tune into like where the cording might be. Could it be the solar plexus? Imagine a big cord there. Get your energetic scissors out. And we're cutting the cord from this person, releasing it. And then take your energy, if you do Reiki, or just take the energy from your highest self, Holy Spirit, whatever you work with, and then just place it on that space, away from the body, not on the body, just a little bit away from the body. And then take that energy and place it on your neck too, right outside your neck. Yeah. Guys, if you have things that you really want to work out of your field and your system and your body, I do 15-minute sessions. You can give that a try, see if the sound helps. I do longer 50-minute sessions as well. I do them online, and for a short time, I'm doing them in Lafayette in my home office. So if you want to take advantage of that too, I hope that's helpful. Okay, so let's see. Hey guys, hello there. Thanks for checking in. Just to invite the energy to stay and be transformed by your light, or go. Sorry. I'm missed the part here. I don't know what she's referring to. Oops, I just prayed. Okay. Or just invite the energy to stay and be transformed by your light, or go. I'll scram. It'll scram. I love that. Yeah. So you can release it. And then someone's saying here, you can also bring it in to your higher consciousness. And because it's not a matching vibration of consciousness, they'll say it'll just go and scram. That's true. So you can deal with these things by bringing them in to your highest expression, right? Your highest love. Sometimes people like to work with it as like an energy ball outside themselves. So think about an energy ball of love and bring the energy of that person that feels that's like causing neck pain and issues and stuff, and put that energy into the love ball, right? So there's lots of different techniques, and just find the one that works with you, because we have lots of form and structure, thoughts, feelings, belief systems, that sometimes we can take it into ourselves and transmute it into love, or get it, or sometimes we need to like put it in an outside ball or have someone to kind of help us release it. It just depends on what you're working with in your subconscious, what's still there, and where your beliefs ride, which technique's going to work for you. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oops. Okay. All right. So what else we got here? Okay. Thanks for all the comments, guys. Appreciate you. All right. So let's do this prayer treatment. Once again, we are taking love offerings, and you can find the Venmo link in my bio, or at Rebecca-Abraxas. Okay. Here we go, just to end our time here. I speak forth into the presence of my source mind at the center of consciousness within me. You know the direction of everything I should be doing in my life at this time. Let source influence be within my every thought this day and every day of my life. I open my mind, body, soul, and spirit to the all knowing mind. Let every thought that comes into my mind come from source love. Let everything I feel be inspired by love. Let me always be sensitive to the truth that source is the true life and mind of my being. And let me live each day with the inner certainty that happiness and success are mine already through the inner direction provided me. For this I give thanks. I let it be so. And so it is. Beautiful people, thank you for joining us. If you'd like to be on our in our email tribe, you can look into the descriptions or the bio. There is a sound bath to reset your nervous system that will put you on our email list.
And we do this, the One Love.
And coming up on February 1st, we're going to be doing this again. Matt's going to give the highlights of all of February, astrology highlights. It'll be like this. We'll give you some ways to work through it, and we'll do a sound activation.
It'll be a good one because February's got some big stuff coming up too. So
February's got some big stuff. So join us February 1st. Again, this is we love doing this, and we're doing it by love donations only for now. Yeah, that might change soon, but love donations for now. Thank you so much, guys. The replay, guys, will be over on YT, YouTube. I guess I can say that.
Yeah,
it's over on my YouTube account. One Love Alignment is my YouTube account. All right. Thanks, friends over here. See you guys soon.